Hey guys, what's up? It's Randy with Sweet Action Golf coming to you this week with the About Golf Simulator Challenge. This week we are playing an alternate shot at Wayzata Country Club from the gold tees. The greens are set at 10 with intermediate pins, no gimmies, no mulligans. My partner and I, Mike Wisniewski, are going against Jason Starkey up in Connecticut and his partner. Not sure who that is yet. I will find out shortly. I'm going to get us started here on one. I will be playing, or I'll be teeing off from the odd holes. Good drive here up the right side, leaving Wiz with 122. According to the pin sheet provided by About Golf, the intermediate pins are all toward the front third of the green, so distance control is going to play an important part today in our strategy if we are going to shoot a low score. 122 here for Wiz. And he just rips it right over the pin. We're going to have a 31 footer that's coming down the hill by about a foot and a half. It is going to be awfully, awfully quick. Not looking to get too aggressive here, just looking to cozy it down there so we can get out of here with a stress-free par. Let's see how I do. And that goes racing by about 13 feet. So not only did I not do my job here and try and cozy it close, we're kind of compounding the mistakes, right? When we make a mistake on a golf course, we don't want to put another mistake on top of that. Wiz made a small error here by going a little bit long and sending it past the hole from the fairway. I got a little too aggressive with the putt. However, he makes a solid 13 footer, and we are even after one heading into the par five. As you can tell by the swing, he was a little late there. Tried to save it a little bit at the bottom. The face was open just a touch, and it scoots under those trees. We are uphill. We are into the wind. Wiz hits it farther than I do. I do not think I can get it there, but I want to leave him in a good position. So I pull out the trusty Callaway AI Smoke Max Driver. We're going to go DOD here, and we're going to try and get it rolling up that hill and see how close we can get it for him. Up the left-hand side, cutting right back to the fairway, leaving Wiz with 22 yards. Looking for a nice smooth up and down here. Like to get that first birdie on the board early, especially on a par five. And he just gets a bit too aggressive again, sending it past the hole. I've got another downhill putt here. The short game is the hardest part of indoor golf, not only because of the touch and feel that's required, but because the short game requires so much imagination and visualization. It's hard to try and get a feel of how the ball is going to react when it lands and how far and how hard to hit it when you're indoors. I hit a 26 footer coming back down the hill that I was just trying to cozy down there so that we could make a par. And we did. Now would be a great time to mention that Sweet Action Golf is sponsored in part by CigarDez.com. For an affordable, personalized cigar purchasing experience, contact our friend Jay over at CigarDez.com. We are even through two, and this is a terrible swing off the tee for me. I blocked it way, way right, but it turned out all right. he had an opening here. All he had to do was just launch it up over those trees. We had 146 here going back up the hill. Mike made a comment before he hit this shot. He would have been happy with it anywhere on the green, anywhere up there. We're not looking to compound my mistake by putting another mistake on top. And Mike finds the center there. Little deep, 38 feet for me. And it is going downhill again by a foot. When you play indoor golf, if you're going downhill by 10 inches, that is essentially taking 10 feet off of that putt. So when we've got a 38-foot putt that is going downhill by a foot, in reality, we're trying to hit that putt like it's a 25 footer, 24 footer, just trying to cozy it down there and not get too aggressive. We make par on 3. We are even headed to 4. Come to the par 3. Wiz was not happy with that swing. Kind of slapped at it there a little bit off to the right. I've got uh, I've got 26 yards. And again, I am not trying to get aggressive with this. I am just trying to get up and down so that we can save a par and get out of here and try and get some momentum. And it just scoots right on by. So Wiz has got to work here. We've got 14 feet. We've got 14 feet for par. We're not we're not excited at the prospect of making a bogey, first of all, especially on a par 3. And that doesn't go in, and we do it. We are +1 after 4. This next drive is going to be brought to you by Newton Golf Shafts, featuring an elongated bend profile for smoother loading and unloading of the shaft that features a high launch, low spin profile. Sweet Action Golf is an authorized Newton Shafts reseller. Please check out sweetactiongolf.com for more information. Put a good move on the ball here on 5. Very, very happy with this Newton shaft that I put in the bag last week. They came in, and I've done a lot of experimentation with the 3 dot and the 4 dot, changing the loft to my driver. I am settled in now at 10.5 degrees with the 3 dot. I have embraced that high launch new ball flight window that I am looking up and seeing now. I am hitting the ball over 30 feet higher with my driver, and it is going 15 to 20 yards further. 170 left here for Wiz. And he comes over it and he takes it long, deep, and left. And I've got a 23-yarder down the hill with everything running away from me. Bunker off to the right. Not trying to get too cute with it here, not trying to get too aggressive. Just looking to get him a putt at it. And I don't even make an attempt to put a decent move on the ball. It barely makes it to the bunker. And I apologize profusely to my partner. Wiz's turn now to try and save us a par with a wedge in his hand. And that's not going to get it done. We've got 9 feet for a bogey. And really, we're not too happy with the short game right now. We've made a couple bad swings here and there, but the short game is really letting us down. I am thrilled with that solid 9 footer for bogey there. It is very hard to putt on these greens, I feel, especially when you're above the hole. So we are +2 after 5, but I've got a little confidence after making that putt. We're heading to a par 5. Hopefully, we can get one back on this par 5 here. Wiz is on the tee. It's a good, safe drive right there. I've got 227 left, going right back up at it. That is in my range with the 3 wood. I put a decent move on it. I just did not put enough behind it with my legs, and we come up a little bit short there. Decent swing, decent result. Could have been so much better, and obviously it could have been so much worse. Everybody knows that. We all have swings that get away from us out there. Not everyone hits it dead straight perfect. Not even the guys on TV all the time. We do make mistakes. Um, but I was happy with that. Wiz chips it up to 9 feet, and I've got a really good look for birdie here. Really want to get one back for the 2 bogeys we just made on the par 3 and the par 4. Just made a 9 footer on the last hole for par. I'm going to try and use that as a confidence builder. Good stroke, and it just slides by. Wiz is going to clean this up for us, and we are +2 through 6. Tight par 4 here. What I noticed about Wayzata was tight, narrow fairways, but there's not a lot of trouble bordering those fairways. While they might be a little tight, there's not trees right on top the edge of the fairway, so that was nice. I did enjoy the course when we played it. I felt like you did have to take your time and pay attention of where you were hitting your tee shots, the fairways. You know, they were kind of narrow, but you got to pick your spots. I turned that one over a little bit off the tee. I got a little quick in my transition. That is my miss, is to go a little left with it. 123 left for Wiz. That is no problem for him here as he hits it to 7 feet. I really like the way I'm rolling the ball lately. 7 feet here, right to left. I put a great stroke on it, and it finds the bottom of the cup, and we get one back. We are +1 through 7. Par 3 eighth is playing 127 today. He took it back inside there, as you could see, and kind of slapped at it and rolled it over at the bottom, and it went long left again. That was his miss early in the round. So I've got 37 feet back down the hill, and I'm just trying to cozy it, get it as close as I can for him so we can get out of here with a par after making the birdie on the last hole. Wiz that knocks that in, and we head to 9. Dogleg left and up the hill. And I hit another good drive with my AI Smoke Max driver in the Newton 3-dot shaft. I absolutely love that shaft. .187 for Wiz here from the dead middle. Uphill into the breeze. And he just had too much on it again. He caught this one really, really good, and it took off. I've got 61 feet down the hill again. Just hoping to get it close as possible. It came up 7 feet short. I was so leery of running it by again and losing control that I just didn't hit it hard enough. So Wiz has got 7 feet here for par. And it's not a problem. +1 as we make the turn here, headed to a tight par 4. If you could tell at the swing there, his chest stopped right around impact just for a second. He lost it right. I've got a downhill ball running away from me, ball below my feet in the bunker here. I thought I caught it clean enough to get it all the way there. I was wrong. 162 from this lie. It just didn't come out with enough on it. I thought I hit it good enough, but the lie really, really affected the flight of the ball there. Nice job about golf with your realistic simulators. I really, really enjoy playing in your setups. 19 feet here, or I'm sorry, 19 yards here for Wiz. Eight feet for par. I really want to make this. We really didn't have a good shot on the hole. We didn't have a good tee shot. We didn't have a good iron shot from the fairway. The chip shot was okay. But that putt was a no doubter, and we get out of there with a par. +1 after 10 as we head to the dogleg right 11th. We played this round early on a Saturday morning at Sean's Back Nine Indoor Golf Center here in Toledo, Ohio, the home of Sweet Action Golf. And that was just a bad, late, lazy swing. I hit it off the neck, got away with it. It could have been way, way worse than what it turned out. Now would be a good time to mention that the pre-match strategy meeting the night before was fueled by Crown Royal, and that might have something to do with why some of the shots and swings are looking the way they do, especially that chip shot I had on the front that barely made it to the bunker. We're going to blame that one on the crown. We've got 153 here for Wiz up the hill. Good swing, and really just a touch too far. It released a little bit there. We've got 22 feet. 22 feet coming down the hill. Really not much to it. I really like the line, and I decided I was going to be a little bit more aggressive with this one. Try and get us a spark. And I hit a great putt, and it comes up just a little bit short. Shaking my head in disbelief. And Wiz cleans it up for par. +1 after 11. Great drive by Wiz here, and the fairway just can't contain him. He blows it right through the fairway, right through the bend there, leaving me with 221. That was just a lazy, lazy swing. All I had to do was put my legs behind it, and this gets there easily. And I pull up on it and neck it, and we are short again. 13 yards here. Third shot on a par five. Still at +1. Looking to make something happen here. And he just gets too aggressive and whistles it by the whole 20 feet. He's not too happy with that. Neither am I. 20-footer down the hill. I'm thinking it's going to break. Spoiler alert, it does not. And it goes racing by 9 feet. We've got a 9-foot par putt on a par five in alternate shot. And that just drives me bananas. Wiz, too. I mean, Wiz isn't thrilled with it either, but you would think two grown men would be able to have a better look at birdie on a par five. Wiz fans that 9-footer for par, and that is a crowd pleasing 3-putt bogey on a par five. Look at us. So we are +2 through 12. We've got the back six to go. I really don't want to lose to Starkey again. I haven't beaten him yet. This is the fourth challenge. We have 2 pushes, and he skunked me pretty good when I played really good in our threes and fives challenge. Um, I don't like losing. I don't like losing to anybody, especially him. So we've got 6 holes. We need to make something happen. Par 3, 13th, 173 here, and I smooth a nice 6-iron right over the pin. Just, it went too far. We've got 31 feet coming back down the hill. Knowing the speed of that putt, And knowing our score, Wiz didn't want to get too aggressive with that one, and he left it 7 feet short. But that's no problem for me, and I knock it in. Still 2 over. 5 to go. Dog leg right. Wiz absolutely cooks one here. Best swing of the day for him. 87 yards left for me. Fairway couldn't hold him here either. I tugged it just a bit here from 87 yards. Not in a bad spot. 14 feet left for Wiz. Distance control was right, so this isn't grossly down the hill. And it takes a look, but it just will not fall. And was disgusted, frustrated. A lot of big boy words being said in that bay during the round. I clean up whatever's left there, and we head to 15, the long par 5. Another fairway for me with the Newton shaft. But seeing as how we are uphill and into the wind here, Wiz has 280, and he can hit it twice before it gets there. So he's going to try and leave it in a good spot for me. And that's fine. I've hit it in worse spots than that before. I've got 51 yards. "51 yards left here, and I am desperately trying to keep it short of the hole so that we can be aggressive with the birdie putt. We have got to make some circles. Just short of the hole, 15 feet. Right back up at it. He was aggressive with it, and it just didn't go in. I clean us up for par, and that is another non-birdie on a par 5. 3 to go, and we need to make some circles. Tight par 4, 16th here. Wiz tugs it just a touch left and into the bunker. No problem from there. 130. 130 out of the bunker. I tugged it just a touch. The distance was right. He's got a 20-footer here. We are a little bit down the hill here with some break, and he just gets a bit too aggressive with it. Didn't take the break, maybe a little too hard. I've got 8 feet for par, and I do not want to make another bogey. And that's a no doubter right in the heart. Plus two, two to go. We head to the par 3 17th, 167. I hit it right at it, just a little too hard. I hit a high smooth 6 iron. I was tired. I played a lot of golf last week, a lot of swings. My legs were giving out on me. Wiz has got 24 feet here, straight down the hill, not a lot of break to it. It went right over the stick, and he's due. And we finally make one. Good birdie there on the par 3 as we inch closer to even par. One to go. Wiz is on the tee here. Good drive up the left side that just sneaks into the rough. $186 left for me. Regardless of how the match turns out, I really enjoyed this, Starkey. I really like the challenges that we do. You get to pick next week. 186 left for me, and I hit the 6 iron again, and I stuck it to 7 feet right below the hole, giving us a great, great look to get back to even. Need Wiz to make one more putt here. And he does. We are back at even. Starkey, that was fun. We finish at even par for the round. For more information, check out SweetActionGolf.com.